What is up guys, it's Troy at the Full Setup here in my new setup. So this is going to be the first video that we're doing here. I'm going to do a bit of an explanation video on why everything's changed over the weekend, but today we're going to be unboxing a monitor that Uperfect sent over to me. Looks pretty like you don't know what it is on the box, okay? It's a generic portable monitor box, but this monitor actually retails at about £380 because it is a 14-inch portable 4K touchscreen monitor. So we're just going to do an unboxing of it today. Let me just load up some of the specs so I can have a little look on the screen. Now, this being the first setup, I did mess up the first recording. It's a shared accommodation, so I thought I'd use Crisp to maybe block out some background noise, and it caused some weird issues. Either that or it's phasing from my shotgun microphone, so we will find out from the second recording if that's the issue. So here's the 4K monitor. We're going to put that to one side. Like I said, it was a 14-inch one. First thing we've got here is a user manual. So just for all the different devices you can use this with. You can use it on Mac, Windows. You can also use it with like an Android smartphone or tablet as well. If you have the HDMI output from an iPhone or an iPad, you could also plug that in. And you do get a bunch of cables. I think they're all about 1 meter in length. So you get 2 USB-C cables. Another USB-C one. There you go, 2 USB-C cables, and you get a mini HDMI to HDMI cable, but I would have loved to have seen an adapter in here as well for when you want to use a longer cable, but I do think I've got one of those kicking about. But just make sure it's 4K certified when you want to do it. There's then also a USB-C to standard USB cable. Again, apologies if you can't see any of this, it's all sort of new with me today and I'm looking at 2 cameras at once. And then you get a 30 watt USB-C charger as well. Boom, there you go, 30 watt. This does support Passthrough as well, so you should be able to charge your laptop at the same time, although I don't know how much power it takes. Obviously, because I want to put 60 watt into this. Let's just make sure we're still recording. We still are. Okay, money shot time. So I'm just gonna have to get used to having background noise and stuff like that now as well. So it'll probably be less unboxings or more dynamic microphones. But here is the screen. Said it's 14-inch, and the back, if you can see that there, it just sort of folds out. And one thing I really like about this is even when you get it right back, look, it doesn't tip. That's really nice, the fact that it doesn't tip there. And I'm really looking forward to using it in this mode as a touchscreen monitor. So then I could have like an audio mixer on here. I could almost have like my mixer from my, what's it called? PreSonus Revelator on it. Now, I don't know if you can see the ports on here, but there is the power button. There's also a micro USB, which you might be thinking is, you know, pretty old school, putting a micro USB, you know, on. This is actually for OTG when you pair it with an Android phone. There's also a 3.5mm jack, 2 2-watt speakers on the back here, but you know, MacBook speakers are obviously probably going to be a little bit better. And then on the top here, you can see that there are 2 USB-Cs and a mini HDMI as well. So if your computer doesn't support, you know, display over USB-C, you can also plug it in as well. Now, one thing that's a little bit annoying here, I suppose I could plug it in the other side of my MacBook, is that it hasn't got USB-Cs on both sides. That's the one for me, so I'm just going to turn it on. Just want to make sure that Audition, I always worry when I plug stuff in that Adobe Audition still isn't going to be recording, but straight away we've got that there. Now there is touchscreen, but the problem is I was touching it there, but it was actually moving it on the other side. So the touchscreen is going to move it where it's on the cursor on the Mac. I don't have my Windows PC yet, I haven't got it out of storage, so I'm expecting it to be a lot better. So it's 10-point multi-touch, 4K, just bring it a little bit closer, 60 Hertz panel, supports FreeSync, HDR, 300 nits of peak brightness, so it's not going to be decent HDR, is it? But let's just try this. Just going to plug the power in to see if it passes through. And there we go, it did just start charging there. I'll just drop something as well. Now if you press the side button, you get this little menu. So you can adjust the brightness, the contrast and stuff, but I did notice it doesn't last very long. But it just goes off the screen really quick, which is going to be a little bit more annoying on the other pages. Maybe if you're putting like custom color in, again, you can turn HDR on or auto, FreeSync. It's got overdrive as well. We'll be testing this with the Xbox Series X. Interested to see if it supports VRR, although VRR is something that you probably want a little bit more for high refresh rate. But anyway, there's just a quick unboxing. Does look very nice. Do like the overall look of this. You're probably going to see my lights reflecting off it there. You know, it's an all sort of metal body, really nice quality. But like I said, I'm going to use it for a couple of weeks and I'll be back with my full review. If you have any questions, oh, I forgot to say about that as well. It's got auto rotate. Yeah. Wait a second. And there we go. We have got auto rotate. Anyway, that's it from me today. Make sure you subscribe. I'll be back with some more videos on this very soon. I'm going to do a full review. I'm going to test it over a couple of weeks. But I don't think there's any reason why I wouldn't be happy with this monitor. Anyway, that's it from me today. Leave a like and make sure you subscribe.